Hello traders, welcome to TradeVox. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I decode the market structure on a daily basis and how I find perfect support and resistance zone that make my take profits risk reward ratio a very great deal. So without further ado, before we dive deep into this video, make sure you click the subscribe button, like and share this video. If you're not convinced, make sure you watch this video to the very end because I am very certain you will learn a lot from this video, and hopefully you subscribe and join the TradeVox family. So let's jump straight into the video. So for this video, I'm going to be analyzing the British pounds over the Japanese yen. And the first habit I like to do, and I want each and every one of you learning from my YouTube channel, is to check the daily time frame. Like, the daily time frame is the best time frame to check for market structures and check for where we are heading to in the market. So when we head over to the daily time frame right here, we won't really see the structure. So we have to skim it down a bit. So just from my view right here and your view, what do you notice in this chart? We are obviously in an uptrend. We are in an uptrend full time in the market structure. So what is the big deal here? How do we go deeper into decoding this? We have to look for details that lead us to where the price is going to. The first thing I'll spot out here for you guys is this week right here. This week and this week. As you can see, they are creating something like a trend line. So I will call this a very valid trend line. Why? Because a week tested it and reversed. Here, a week tested it and reversed. Now, when you're classifying things like support and resistance break, trend line break, any other type of break, week are very good as extra confirmation for reversals. So for instance, if we have a support zone right here and price makes highs like this, and there is a week right here before going down, comes up again, and another week right here before going down, we know that this zone is really strong. But in an instance of maybe you're looking for a change of character in the market and price, let's say price is making higher highs before making a low, and it is a week that changed the character, it is not a valid change of character. Let's see it in the chart right here. Let's see what this chart gave us right here. We can see our high, lower high, higher high, and our lower high right here. At this point, we expect price to do two things. Price either has to go up, break this higher high, that is breaking the structure to the higher high, or price comes down and changes character. Now, let me show you the difference between break of structure and change of character. For a break of structure, let's say in an uptrend, price is making higher highs, then the previous high is where break of structure occurred. When price breaks the previous high, we have our break of structure. Why in a change of character? Let's say, for instance, price making lower lows, then price breaks the highest low right here, we have a change of character. So something like this, then we know that the price has changed character from a downtrend to an uptrend because it broke this our previous lower high right here, causing it to become a higher high. Why in the break of structure is basically still following the trend, but it's just breaking the structure to the trend movement. I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys learn something from this concept right here. So because we are going to use this concept to analyze this chart very well. Let me just delete this. Delete this from our chart. So, okay, we know we are in an uptrend. So, the next thing we are meant to do is we are going to mark out our major low and our major high. So, this is our major low right here. I'm going to clear the trend line for now because we won't be using that for now. So, this is our major low. And we have our major high right here. Now within this major low and major high is what we call range structures. Now the candle patterns that form, the structure that form within the major high and the major low is what we call ranging structures. Those are classified also as internal structures, but we are going to decode them because they are the ones that are going to give us great opportunities in the market. Let me clear this so we can go further. After we spot out our major high and our major low, and we have identified our ranging structures, it's time for us to know where the ranging structures are moving. That is where we have to check market structure within the ranging structure, and it is looking more of a bearish market structure to me and a recent break and a recent change in character. Let's draw it. I will use the parts. You can also use the lines tool to make it easier for you, but I will use the parts so beginners can understand how to also look at the chart and find market structure zones. So within this range, we have a low right here, high, low. Mind you, when marking your structure, look for obvious zones. Low, high right here, low right here. We have a high, we have a low, we have high, then a low, high, low, then high. Then currently where price is at, we have a low. That's where we will stop for the range structure. We have the ranging structure. First thing, price made equal lows right here before breaking structure to the downside. So we know this is the previous downside. We have break of structure to the downside. Remember what I told you how break of structure works. Break of structure to the downside. Then here we have a break of structure to the downside. Then right here we have our structure low. Then right here we have our minor structure low. Remember I told you within the major high and the major low, we have ranging structures. Within those ranging structures, they are also ranging structures when the zones form. Now, all this breaking down is for us to get better entries. So don't let it confuse you. Just look at what I'm doing in the chart and listen attentively on how I'm breaking them down. Now, we have the ranging structure, changing character, how this high was broken by this candle. Mind you, it was not a wick that broke this high. Now, if this candle just displayed a wick right here, we won't classify this candle as being the candle marker for breaking the previous high. So we have our change of character right here. Remember, I told you how our change of character looks like in a downtrend. Price makes lower low before the market breaks the previous high, lower high, changing the structure. Here, that's where we have our change of character. Now, change of character is mostly and highly associated with Quasimodo patterns, how price is surely going to make higher high and lower low. So most of the time, the target is this zone right here. So let me clear this once more, then we'll be back to where we are in the video, in the market structure video. I won't go too far in unveiling the Quasimodo concept. I have already taught everything on Quasimodo, and I'll bring more. Make sure you just click the link in the description to watch about Quasimodo, or you can just click your screen right here to watch the video I put on about Quasimodo to understand how Quasimodo works. So we have our change of character to the upside. Then we have our lower high right here, which is this. Then our higher high. So within the ranging structures, we have a major low and a major high again. This is the ranging structure major high. This right here, let me use this too. This right here is the major high for the ranging structures. Then this is the low for the ranging structures. Why the overall market pattern is the major high and the major low. So the big deal here is for us to find out where the price will go, whether it is up, creating a valid break of structure, and we know we are still in the bullish trend, bullish market structure, or price will break below this zone right here, our major low, changing the character to a downtrend. Okay, now that we have seen, we don't need the rest of the chart. We just need to focus on what is within the ranging structures. So what can we see in the ranging structure? The first thing that is noticeable is this zone right here. Why? Multiple weeks I've tested this zone and they haven't broken past that zone. So that is a valid support zone right there. That is how I basically find support zone in the market. So this is the first support zone. And we can also see our resistance right here. Multiple weeks touching this zone, but none has broken the resistance, making it a valid resistance in the market. Now you might just see this as one big candle, another big candle, but in the smaller time frame, these are valid zones. I will show you when we go further. For now, we know that we have two scenarios right here. Price breaks this resistance, making it support before we take our trade to target our range structure high, or price breaks this support, making it our resistance, then we target our range structure low. We have perfect scenarios that one must work. So that is why we have to be patient and wait for the price to move. We don't need to do anything right now. We have already analyzed the chart and we know that we either wait for price to break either the resistance or the support, or give us, this is the current price right here, or give us a change of character that will just show that this zone is not going to be broken. I will show you what I mean by the change of character when we move to the smaller time frame. So moving on to the smaller time frame, now we have known our zones. Let's first go to 4-hour time frame. I hope you guys have seen what we have been doing so far. First, map out the main market structure high and low to find our ranging structures, the rangeral structures, that is the structure that form within the range of the major high and the major low. Then we find this ranging structure high and the ranging structure current low. Then we find support and resistance that adapt within those zones to find best trades. So this is the 4-hour time frame. We can see clearly that those zones were correct. Here, 1 time 2, 3, 4, 5. We have like 5 touches right here. Then for the resistance, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 touches right here. Then we don't know what the price will do right here. We have to wait for it to come here and give us either a break of the resistance. And when I mean by break, I told you guys the only time we classify a break of anything in the market is when the body of the candle breaks the structure, breaks the zone or the structure. If a wick like this breaks, if a wick, candle wick, let's say this is a candle wick and the candle is right here. If this kind of thing happens, then we don't classify this as a break of the zone or structure. We have to make sure the body of the candle breaks. Why? Because while in the case of valid zones, if this wick should happen to this zone, it only makes it more valid and more stronger that price is a reversal point in this zone. So let me clear this. Now we have come to the spot of knowing where the market is already going, either up or down. We go to the lower time frame of our choice, which is the 15 minutes or the 5 minutes. I prefer going to the 5 minutes because they show me change of structure or break of structure early in the market before we take our trade. We already know our zones, so there is no need to be afraid to go to the lower time frame for better confirmation. So I'm going to go to the 5 minute time frame right here. Now we are in the 5 minutes. We don't need any other thing. In the past data, we have already analyzed our charts. We don't need to go and be looking for something that will think that we are in the wrong path because we are already in the right path. Now, see the current price right here. We know that this zone right here is our resistance zone, and this zone right here is our support zone. Then the first target is the range structure high, and this is the range structure low if it breaks here. Now, let me show you how I will take my trade if this works out. This is Sunday, so I don't really know where the price will go at when it begins session, when trading resumes. So I'll just analyze and keep. If the price plays out the way I expect it, then I'll take my trade. So I expect price to either go up to this zone right here. This is our resistance zone. Form a change of character. Remember how I told you change of character works. Form a change of character. Then I will take my sell position at the retracement of the change of character. You have a sell position right here. Target will be the resistance, the support zone rather. Then our stop loss slightly above the support level. That is my first play out and prediction for this price. Then the second analysis is price either goes up, breaks this zone clearly, form a retracement before I take my buy position. Take my buy position, and my stop loss is going to be slightly below the zone. Is now a support zone because it has broken. Then my take profit is going to be my ranging structure high right here. And the third case scenario, price comes down, forms a change of character right in this zone. Then I take my buy position right here. Stop loss slightly below the zone the support zone, then I'll take profit at this zone right here. That is the resistance zone. And lastly, the fourth direction where the price will go, price clearly breaks this support zone, making it to become a resistance. Then I will take my sell trade right here, stop loss slightly above the zone. Then my take profit, I will target the ranging structure low right here. So these are the 4 possible scenarios that I am expecting won't happen when the session opens. All we have to do is just wait for confirmation in the price of this 5 minutes. Then we enter our trade and just watch and see how the market plays, because we are going to be following the market trend basically. So we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to lose. Always trust your analysis, guys. Make sure you analyze well so you'll be able to feel comfortable. I can just place a trade when any of these conditions are met, then go watch some movies and come back a few minutes later, and I am sure that the trade is going to be hit. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned 1 or 2 things. Please guys, kindly subscribe as it helps me out, and I'll continue to post more educative content to you guys. Try and like this video, share this video. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below telling me what you learned or what you didn't like or like about this video, so I can improve and give you better content. With that said, see you in the next video guys. Peace.